Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine for college students or maybe even if you're in high school as well. It's a really natural look, but it makes us look really awake and just naturally pretty without putting too much effort in. So if you guys are new to my channel, my name's Juliana. I go by Jules Marie here on YouTube. I make videos every single week on some beauty, hairstyles, all that good stuff. So if you would, please subscribe down below, as well as give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Without further ado, let's get right on into this everyday simple college makeup look. Alrighty, so to start off, I am going to use a primer. When I go to school, I usually am there pretty much the entirety of the day, or I'm running errands afterwards or going to work afterwards. So I like to use a primer so that way I know it's going to last all day. So the primer that I prefer for longevity, and right now because my skin is getting a little bit more oily again, I'm going to be using the Porefessional by Benefit. It's like I've had this for a year, I think, without being dramatic. So it's kind of gross on the bottle, but it still works. So what I do, just put a little bit on my fingers here, and I actually need to restock on that. I put it right where my pores kind of are bigger and where I tend to get oilier. So when I'm applying this, I like to push it into the pores and kind of drag it outwards, rub it everywhere else, and then I'm good to go with that. So that is the first step, which is the primer. And then today I'm going to be using the Bye Bye foundation. So I haven't been using this that long because it did just launch, but it is honestly my new favorite, especially for day-to-day. Like I said, I'm a college student. This is like a college everyday routine. So this is the Bye Bye foundation full coverage moisturizer. So it technically is a moisturizer, and it does have anti-aging, skin benefits in it, which is why I really love it, because it's kind of a multi-step product. Before then, I was using the CC cream by Clinique. So I just like something that's a little bit lighter, not as heavy on the face, but it also is a multi-step product. So this takes care of my moisturizer, and it is a really good amount of coverage. But then on top of that, it does have some anti-aging skin properties. So what I do is I do a full pump right on the back of my hand. And then I do take my beauty blender. I first start off by kind of dotting this all over the face. And then I just take my beauty blender and I like to blend this in. Alrighty, and now that I have that all blended in, as you can tell, it definitely does a really great job of covering everything I need it to cover, but it still looks like skin and it still feels light on the skin. So I don't feel like I'm packing on a ton of foundation to go to class. So it is a really great multi-step system that helps even out the skin tone without being too much. And I'm sorry, I wear the shade medium tan right now because I am pretty tan at the moment. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer. So the concealer that I use when I have a really long day ahead of me and I know I need it to last all day long and give me a great amount of coverage actually is the Lorac Porefection concealer in the shade Golden Light. I've used this forever. I really, really like it. I also do go between the LA Girl as well that I've used previously in videos. But this one is just my tried and true for lasting all day long and not creasing, caking, and just giving me the coverage that I need. I also have a mirror over here, so don't mind if I'm kind of looking off to the left. So I'm gonna go ahead and I actually just apply this right on my under eye. I'm really light with it though, so I'm just gonna make a little bit of a V. And like I said, I barely touch my under eye, so I'm not like going into the skin, but I just find it's easiest to apply it that way for me. Then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna go in, blend this all out, and then I'm gonna take the excess that I have on the sponge, go on my chin, and then right on my nose there, as well as the in-between of my forehead. And then I'm gonna take any excess and go on top of my eyelids. Alrighty, and in taking the concealer and putting it on my eyelids, I'm actually priming my eyelids. I usually do not wear a ton of shadow just for every day because I feel like it's a little too much for me. but I'm gonna show you guys what I do when I want a little bit of lightness to the eye. This is what I usually do when I'm going for an everyday look. I'm just gonna be using the exact same products I'm gonna be using for the rest of my face, but incorporating them into the eyes as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to set my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. This stuff is amazing. It's my tried and true, and I really, really love it. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. powder brush, just a flat top kabuki. And I'm just gonna go underneath the eyes, right where I put that concealer, and then just kind of blend out the rest of my face as well. Alrighty, now that I set all over the face, I am going to go in with my bronzer. So the bronzer that I use is the Bahama Mama by the Balm. This is just my favorite bronzer because it is a really deep, dark brown, which I feel like looks the best on me when I'm pretty self-tanned, as well as it gives me a really nice little bit of a glow without having like glitter or anything. So I really like that, and I'm just gonna go right at the top of my head, quickly on my cheeks. I'm not contouring or anything like that. I just wanna bring a little life to the face. Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques retractable kabuki brush as well to apply the bronzer. I'm gonna take a little just on the top there and go on my nose. Alrighty, now that we're all bronzed, I'm going to be applying a blush as well. I like to use the Tarte, this is the 12-Hour Amazonian Clay, and this is in the shade Parte. It's got like 3 A's. But I actually got this from Sephora as a birthday gift, and I've been obsessed with it and using it ever since. So this is the sample size. So I believe the full size is like about that big. But it is a really great blush. I like the fact that it's 12-hour wear because it does last all day on my cheeks and it doesn't brush off or anything like that. And then the brush that I will be applying it with is the Bare Minerals Angled Face Brush. I just dabble that in. And then I smile and apply it to the apples of my cheek and just kind of blend it on out. Alrighty, now that we have that all applied, I am going to go back to the eyes real quick. So I'm going to be using my highlighter that I'm going to use actually for my face as well. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. It's one of the best, if not the only, highlighter that I found from the drugstore that I actually like that lasts all day. So I am going to be putting this right on my eyelids. Strictly on the eyelids, and then we're gonna actually do something different with the crease. But I'm gonna get a little bit closer for you guys so you can see. Just applying this on the lids and then really focusing it in this inner circle. I like doing this because it brings a little life to the eyes. Like I said, I don't like to do a full shadow look if I'm going to class all day. It's not something that I feel is a necessity, but it does make me feel a lot more awake and alive when I have a little bit of something on the eyes, especially a highlighter, because it's gonna really brighten that inner corner. Alrighty, now that we have that applied, I'm actually gonna take my bronzer, same one we used for the face, and I'm going to be taking the Morphe M441 to blend out the crease to apply the highlighter. I'm sorry, I didn't even mention this. This is the All Over by It slash the smudger. So I'm gonna be using the Morphe M441 and just tapping. And then I'm just gonna go right into the crease and blend this out so it gives us a little bit more of dimension on the face. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Alrighty, so just those couple steps on the eyes helps to really make you look more awake and put together, but it just takes like 5 seconds within your routine, and that way you feel a little bit more put together and you look a little bit more awake. Because I know as a college student, we get like 5 hours sleep every single night. So anything that makes us look more awake, I'm all for. So I'm gonna go on to what I apply As far as eyeliner, I don't really like to do a lot of eyeliner day to day. Sometimes I will, but if I'm going for something that's really quick and easy, I actually love to use this No Tug eyeliner. It's amazing. I never used to use this, and then I just got it, and it lasts forever. It's waterproof. It's an anti-aging eyeliner, so you're not tugging. It glides on. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this actually underneath that waterline up top there, and that's just gonna make the lashes look a little bit more full when we do apply mascara. Okay, of course I had to a little bit mess it up because what's new? But when I apply it, sometimes when you blink too, it'll get a little bit underneath here. So I just take my finger and I honestly just smudge it out so it looks really natural and it adds a little definition to the eyes. And that just adds a little bit of something. Alrighty, so now that we did that, I am going to go ahead and apply my highlighter to the rest of my face. So this is a new thing I've been doing where I'm taking the exact same highlighter we used. I'm actually taking my Beauty Blender sponge, which I've never done this before, but I heard about it and I just started trying it and I love it. So I actually put my Beauty Blender right in my highlighter and then I go ahead and I pat it on. It literally makes your highlighter just melt into your skin and you don't feel like you're kind of adding too much powder and layering too much. Blends right in and it's amazing. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take the highlighter right on the top of my eyebrow here and right on my nose. A little on my lip, and then we're all done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. The mascara I'm going to be using is the NYX Worth the Hype. If you want to see this mascara in action, I did do a first impressions on it. I will link that down below so you can go ahead and check it out. But I do really like this mascara and it's a great day-to-day mascara, especially for the price. So I'm gonna go ahead because I cannot apply mascara without the L'Oreal Voluminous primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that, then apply my mascara, and I will be right back. Alrighty, you guys, so makeup pretty much all done. I just have to finish up with the brows, but of course I am the messiest mascara applier ever. So I'm gonna wait a couple seconds and then I'm going to use that trick I showed you guys in my last video, how I take this spoolie and the mascara is dried and just get all those flakes away. So 1 second here, I'm gonna go ahead and let it dry for a minute and then I'm gonna take care of all the flakes. Alrighty, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take this Wycon Eyebrow Fix and Define, just a simple clear brow gel just to set the brows in place. I usually don't do too much to them if I'm going to class or just having a normal day. I don't fill them in too much, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this clear brow gel to the brows, and then we'll move on to the lips. Okay, so I am back. I am going to be applying this Milani Nude Creme lipstick just to my lips to give it a little bit of a pinky tone. And then just to top it off, I'm gonna take my Vaseline. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but I swear by Vaseline. It is like the only thing that gets my lips moisturized. And I actually go ahead and I apply this on top of the lipstick just to give my lips some moisture. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the final look. We just did really simple on the eyes. Just a really good day-to-day, like I said, college, everyday makeup look. You could also do this in high school if you're in high school as well, but it's just really simple and easy. It still makes you look put together, refreshed, and awake, even if you've got only 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe as well so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.